Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. All right, we have the Two of Pentacles crossed by the Seven of Cups. Current situation, and then this is the challenge. What you need to focus on is the Queen of Wands, your past, what you're leaving behind. Your strengths, High Priestess, you know what to do. Near future, Ten of Swords. Advice, Temperance, be patient. Be patient, I know it's hard. I'm not a patient person. Environment, Ace of Cups. Hopes and fears, Seven of Pentacles, and potential outcome. I need more coffee. Page of Cups, Page of Cups, Page of Cups, Page of Cups. All right, so current situation, we have the Two of Pentacles. So you're trying to balance things out, right? That you're trying to balance things out, but I also feel like because he's walking on a tight wire, I feel like you feel like things are tight. I feel like you're trying to make things work. I feel like you're trying to figure things out. Could be balancing different areas of your life. Could be balancing your finances, right? That's always a challenge, especially when things are tight. But I feel like you're walking on a tight wire, so you feel like at any moment things could topple over. What that's challenged by is the Seven of Cups, and I feel like you have so many things on your mind. I almost feel like you're being pulled in so many different directions that you don't know which way is up. Sometimes that happens, and you have so much on your plate. You're like, oh my gosh, what do I do? I'm feeling overwhelmed. I almost feel like you're feeling overwhelmed. Definitely, I feel like lately the way society is I feel like it's pretty easy to be overwhelmed. I feel like there's so many things going on between what's going on with the banks and, I just feel like there's a lot of craziness going on. So I feel like it's very easy to feel off balanced or overwhelmed. I feel like we have the Eight of Pentacles, and then we have the Fool. I feel like you're thinking things over, and you're like, how can I change things? How can I get past this? Because you don't want to stay in this energy anymore. And then the advice where you need to focus on is the Queen of Wands, right? Take control of the situation. Three of Cups. And I feel like it's looking at different opportunities that are around you, that I feel that there may be people around you that can guide you or direct you in a direction to new opportunities. I feel like listen to the people that are around you. Really listen to them and hear what they're talking about, and see if there's something that shows you an opportunity. For some reason, I'm just thinking that someone around you is going to come up with an idea or suggest something that's the light bulb's going to go off, and you're going to be like, you know what? I didn't think about that. That's what I love, like when you're talking with friends or family members or other people, or you're listening to conversations, is sometimes you hear those words, even if you're just on YouTube or social media and you hear somebody that's talking about how they succeeded or how they accomplished something or how they got past or they worked through something. And I feel like sometimes you have just those words or those sentences where that light bulb goes off, and you're like, you know what, that totally makes sense. I get it. Because we have certain people, like, not everybody clicks with everybody. We have certain people that the way that they explain things or the way that they say things, it makes sense to us. And someone else could listen to that same person, and they're like, well, I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. But to you, it makes sense. And I just feel like there's some people around you that are going to say something, or you're going to hear something. And it could be on social media or something that you're listening to that's going to make sense for you. Let me fix the camera. And I feel like that information is out there, and I feel like that helps you to get things under control. So what you're leaving behind in the past, I feel like you spent a lot of time and you spent a lot of work working on things. I feel like in the past you had things under control and that you were feeling good and that things were working out for you and things were happening for you. But I feel like this current situation, I feel like things feel like they're breaking down, and things feel like you feel like you don't have things under control, that you're having a tough time with things. But I feel like things definitely went good in the past. Your strengths, we have the 8 of Cups and then we have the Chariot. I feel like your strength is that you know when it's time to move on. You know when it's time to kind of cut the cord. You know when it's time to move on from a situation. You know when it's time to be more driven and to be more focused and to get things under control. I feel like you've kind of been wishy-washy, or you've kind of been trying on this balancing act for a while, and you're like, you know what, I feel like you're having those signs within yourself, or you're having those feelings within yourself, and I feel like your strength is that when it gets down to it, that you'll listen to that inner voice. And because this way, this person is walking that way, right, leaving this behind, but then it's like this person's moving this way. So it's like, you know when it's time to move on from a situation. Near future, we have the 10 of Swords. So I feel like it's relieving that stress, letting it go. And I feel like you're going to take that time. You need that time to decompress after everything that you've gone through, because I feel like this has been, I feel like a lot of tension, a lot of stress, a lot of like tight. I feel like you feel really tight, like, you know, like maybe your muscles ache, or I feel like a tightness, almost like hunched over. I don't know. Because when we get really stressed and it's almost like we start to close in within ourselves and we feel this pressure and this tenseness. And I feel that you want to have the freedom of the Fool and you want to be more carefree, but you're trying to figure out how to do it. I feel like once you're able to see what you need to walk away from and what you need to start focusing on, and you get yourself back on track, I feel like you need that time for decompression and to process what's gone on. The advice, Temperance, being patient. We have the Knight of Swords, which is quick moving energy. And then we have the Death card. So just to make sure that, I feel like the advice is to make sure that you don't go back to this situation here, and that you don't second guess yourself, and you don't overthink things and say, well, should I have done that or should I have not done that? Was this the right move for me or was it not? It's almost like you're moving forward and you're moving on, so don't question it, but be patient for what's happening in the process that you're going through. And that's why I feel like here it's make sure that you take that time to decompress. The environment, I feel like it's definitely new opportunities for you. That it's going to be successful, because with the Ace of Cups, aces is new beginnings. And I feel like it's like expansion, and it's growing, and it's learning, and it's branching out in different areas. And that's why I feel that this is so important, because I feel like it's something that you may not have come up on your own, or you may not have realized on your own, or you may not have pursued this on your own. But I feel like it's the light bulb goes off here. I feel like it's a new journey for you. I feel like it's a new direction for you, right? It's something different, especially with the Ace of Cups and the Three of Wands. You're headed to big places. You're headed to big changes. And to be patient for that, right? And to commit to the process that you're going to have these ups and downs, but making sure that you're taking that time to yourself to process things and to not get overwhelmed again. Your hopes and fears, that will everything work out for you, right? We all have those. When we change things, when we let go of things, when we move towards things, when we get out of our comfort zone, when we're in the Fool energy, we worry, okay, is this the right thing for me? Some people, they love that feeling, right? But I feel like Capricorn, which I'm a Capricorn sun and a Capricorn rising, I like stability. You know, we're an earth sign, right? We're grounded. And it's like, yeah, I like challenges and I like change, but I still need to have that stability. I still have to have that safety and that security. So it's like, don't push me before I'm ready. And again, change, look at that, change, emotions, feelings, again, with this and this, right? Change is coming in for you, positive change, new emotions, new directions, new feelings. Just be patient, don't give up, don't overthink it. I feel you're going to get back in this energy over here. I feel that, like I said, you've left this behind and then something's happened where you're feeling off balance now. But I feel like you're definitely going to get yourself back to this, because I feel like you were enjoying this, and this is something that it's almost like you want to get back to that, but even better than what it was before, right? And I feel like you're good at like pushing yourself and moving forward, and this here where you're able to let go of things, but then you're able to move forward with things. All right, let's get Star Dragons. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, please feel free to check the links down below. Returning, going with the flow. That's what I said, like returning. Like I feel like you're returning to this energy here where it's very positive. Things are happening for you, you know, like things are going on for you. You're working for you. You're very happy over here. So I feel like the returning goes with that. But then going with the flow and saying, okay, I have to go through this flow. I have to go through this process. I have to be patient in order to get back to it. So I feel like that's sort of confirmation for that. And then let's get an animal oracle. Listen to your gut, right? I feel like that's what you're good at. Listen to it. Don't question it. Oh, we got two that came out here. So we have pig spirit. Use your mind wisely. Definitely use your mind wisely, especially with the High Priestess there. And then surrender now. I feel like the surrender now is to almost be open to different opportunities. Be open to all opportunities that may come your way. Don't count something out until you've looked into it. Because like I say, I feel like it's good. Something different is coming in for you that you wouldn't have recognized before, or you wouldn't have seen before, or you wouldn't have approached, or you wouldn't done, or you wouldn't thought of. So I feel like it's sometimes being Capricorn, it's almost like we get stuck in the rules or going by the book. I've definitely had that. Like I said, I'm Capricorn sun and a Capricorn rising, and sometimes it's just like, okay, I follow the rules or I follow the book too much, and it's like you got to let that go and just go with the flow and have a lighter, carefree attitude towards it. And like I said, it brings in new opportunities that you wouldn't have thought of before. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.